ZZ Top, Got Me Under Pressure. Alright, so let's play through all the different sections of the song. I'll even get the solos in there for you. Just jam right through it all. Afterwards, I'll go back through and guide you through it a little more, give you some details and a little explanation on what's going on. Before we get into the song, please help out the channel. Hit that subscription button. Be greatly appreciated. Alright, and with no further ado, let's get on into ZZ Top, Got Me Under Pressure. Okay, so we get these little intro riffs that happen. Essentially, we're just going to come up and do this voicing here with the E. We'll do an open low E string, and then we quickly do nines on the D and the G to sevens on the D and the G. Okay. All right, and then we'll hit another quick open low E. And now we're just throwing a couple strums of those nines on the D and G, and then just go to the sevens. Okay, so this is quick little riff here. Okay, so it's just a matter of getting that up to speed. Okay, so it just cranks through it pretty quick. And so there'll be a measure of that, and then there'll be a measure of just kind of some E bass notes going there. So you just kind of hit the low E, and then you can hit like the 7 octave on the A with it. You palm mute it a little bit too. Sounds nice. Just do 1 strum, then you do 3 strums, and then you'll do 2 strums. It feels kind of like 3 because it just wraps around back to the beginning measure there. So it'd be something like, and you'd hit that open again to start it over. Okay. something like that. So you would go through those two measures 4 times. After that, we switch to this new riff where we'll hit the low E open. All right, and then we're going to drop down and hit an open A and an open D, and just do a couple strums on that. Okay. And then the next measure, we'll do another couple strums of those open A and Ds again. All right, then we do this open low E to 3 on the E, give it a slight bend there, and then just do a 2 on the D. All right, so pretty fun riff. You go through that one 4 times as well. So let's just hear this whole intro, how it sounds up to tempo. Alright, when the verse kicks in, it's kind of just a slight variation of that second intro riff. So instead of hitting the low E to the open A and D, we're going to make those open A and Ds just 2s on the A and D. Okay, so essentially we're just kind of picking through this like E5 chord a bit. Alright, and we'll still add that open E, 3E to 2 on the D at the end of it. Okay, so it'd just be something like this. Okay, so just like the other riff, just 2s instead of opens. All right, and you would go through that 3 times, and the 4th time through, you just kind of cut it in half. You do everything except for that open 3 to 2 on the D at the end. All right, because that's that rest where he says, "Got me under pressure." All right, and a special note, once we get to the second verse, whereas we originally would do those first 2 measures 3 times, the second verse, you just drag it out more. You do it 9 times, okay? And you can add this special little riff that happens in the chorus. He drops it in the middle of the second verse too, all right? And it's this bit here, and it happens around like measure 9 of that second verse. So like halfway through about, and it's just a slide up from 2 to 4 on the G, and then we do 3, 2, pull off on the E, hit that 4 on the G again, and do 2 to 3 hammer on the high E. Okay, so slowly it'd be like, okay, all right, that little riff. So that just gets dropped in the middle of that second verse too. So other than that, the verses are pretty much the same. Okay, chorus comes along, and like I said, it's got that riff that happens in the second verse there. That little kind of walk up, hammer on, pull off thing that happens. All right, so with it in the chorus, you just kind of want to hit a low E open, let that ring for a couple beats, and then we do that slide up riff, the 2 to 4 G, 3 2 E, 4 G, 2 to 3 E. All right, and once we get to the end of that, then we throw in a couple of A power chords. Okay, just a couple of 8th note strums of them. All right, and then we get back into the riff again, go through it, but instead of doing 2 A power chords at the end, we just kind of do part of a D5 power chord and an E power chord. So just like an open A and D and a 2 on the A and D. All right, just to kind of pick up back into the verse progression there. All right, so let's just try this whole chorus up to speed here. All right, and we can get into some of the soloing here. This initial solo, it'll kind of kick off with a familiar looking riff that's in the chorus there. and then it'll just start picking around in like a small little area here. So it'll start with like that slide up to 4G, okay, and then we do 3 on the E, okay, bring it down to 2G, 2E, okay, do open 3 on the B with a bend on the 3, hit a couple of high E's under it. Okay, do a scale down here with 3 open B, open 2G, slide to 4, 2 on the D. Alright, and now we're going to bounce around in this 2 open on the A and D area here, so we'll hit 2 on the A, open D, 2D, hold it, 2D, hold it, a couple of 2s closer, so okay, and then we hit 2D, open G, 2D, couple of 2s on the D, then an open D. Okay, so just kind of playing around in that area with opens and 2s on the A, D, and the G there. Let's try this up to speed now. Okay, continuing on, we got bend on the 3 of the B, hit open on the E, hold it, hit an open E, hold it, do a couple close together, and then one more. Okay, then we go 3E, 5E, bend the 5 on the E, then we do 3 to open on the E. Okay, slide 2 to 4G, 3E, 1 to 2 on the G, to 2 on the E. Okay, then we do 3, 2, open E to 3B, and then hit 3 open E's under that. Next section, we're just really going to be chilling on this 2 of the D. So hit about 4 of these 2 on the Ds. You know, hold them about a beat each. Do a couple close together, then hit one more, and then an open G under that. Okay. Next bit, we do a few more of those 2 on the Ds. Do a 2 open G, couple 2 on the Ds. Right, now we'll kind of drop down to the G here. We'll go 2G, hold it a moment, open, 2, open, and then 2 open closer, and finish on the 2 of the D. Alright, final bit here, kind of like the second measure there, we do 2D, couple close together, 2D on the again, open G, and then a couple 2s on the D. Okay, so just really just chilling on that same little bit there. Next section, we do a couple 2 on the D, then we'll drop to a few open low E's, hit a couple 3s, and then hit 2 on the D. Okay, come back up to those 3 on the E's. Okay, hit a 3, 3 open, 3 open, 3 open, and then a couple more open E's. Okay, next section, kind of a scale up. We go open to 3 on the E, 2 on the D. Okay, slide 3 to 5 on the B, give it some vibrato. Okay, now scale down where we'll go open high E, bend the 2 on the G, come off to open, 2D, open low E. newer style riff here where we'll come all the way up to 12s on the D, G, and B. We'll just kind of hit it, cut it, kind of like staccato strums here. About 4 of those strums. All right, get kind of loose with it. And then after a bit, you can throw in, with those 12s on the D, G, and B, throw in a 15 on the E. And when you hit that, you can slide it out. Okay. And then we just come back to it and just strum on the 12s with the 15 a few times. Okay, so kind of a different dynamic of a riff there to cap off that first solo. All right, after that first solo, we get this bridge section. It's pretty basic. We're just kind of hitting some open chords here. Start with just the open A power chord for a couple measures. Okay, move to a G flat power chord here at the 2nd on the E, with the 4 on the A and D. Hold that a couple measures. All right, and then just finish on a open E power chord here for a couple measures. All right, and you want to go through that twice. Okay, into this last solo, we cut loose a little more here. Start off by doing a big slide out on 15 of the high E. Okay, just slide that out. All right. Then we can do slide up to 5 on the B, then hit a couple of high E's under it. Okay, slide to 4G, 3B, then slide the 4G down to 2 to open. Okay, 2 open. Again, slide 2 to 4 on the G. Then hit a couple of 2 on the D. Okay, then we do this open D, 2 open, 2 open A, to 3 on the E, and then 2 on the D. From there, hit the open low E, couple 2 on the Ds to open D, 2 to open. Okay, do 3 E, open A, 3 E, 2 A to open E, and then 2 on the D. We finish with this little flourish here where we go open to 2, hammer on the A, open D, open G, 2 on the D. Continuing on, we're just going to be hanging out in this open to 2 area of the A and D here quite a bit, D and G. So we do open to 2D, open 2B, bend it, open G to 2D. Okay, bend that 2G, open 2, bend the 2G, open to 2, bend the 2 on the G to open, and then finish on a 2 of the D. Okay, 2 to open D, bend the 2G down to open, 2 on the D. Okay, and we do 2D, 3E, 2D. Scale down here with the 2 open D, 2 open A, 3 open E. Finish it with a 2 D open to 2. Okay, getting a little higher with it now. We do bend on the 3 of the B, couple of open E's to a 3E with some vibrato. Okay, hit a couple of threes on the B and E together. Okay, take those threes to open B and E. 3B to open E. Alright, and then we'll do the scale down with slide up to 4G to 2, open, 2, open, bend the 2G to open G, and then 2 on the D. Okay. 2 open D, open A to 2, 2 open D, 2A, 2D. Okay, and we do this little riff where it's a couple of low E's to a couple of 2Ds, and just repeat that about 4 times. Last section here, we'll do open low E to 2D, open D, 2A, open D, 2D. Bend the 2G, open G to 2D. Okay, then we'll come up here and add a familiar riff where we're just strumming a couple of 12s on the D, G, and B. Like hit them a couple times, rest a bit, and then hit them a couple times. And you just carry this out for, you know, a good couple measures. Okay. And once the song starts fading out, he adds this new higher little scale that happens. Where you slide up to 9G, hit the 8B, back to 9G, back to the 8B. Okay, bend 10 on the B, hit the 10 on the E under it, release that 10B, and then come off to 8. Okay, and then the song will start fading out by that point. Thanks for checking out the video, everybody. Like it, share it, leave a comment. It's always good to hear from you. Do me a favor and hit the subscription button. I put out a video pretty frequent, so you don't want to miss out on that. Check out the links in the description box below. I have really cool links for tablature books, all the gear I use, t-shirts, fun stuff like that. So thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.